Hello friends, this is Adhika Bodare from Extra Coding YouTube channel. So friends, in today's video, we're gonna learn functions. So, functions as itself define its work that they are used to perform different functions on different data types. Okay, so let's make a new file here, tu30.py. Okay, so here let's make a string. Name is equals to extra. Okay, now if we print, so print is a function as you can see here. Its work is to print the data types or print the things that we give it. Okay, so the things that we give it to print are a data type only. Let it be string, let it be a list, let it be any integer, boolean value. Okay, so its function is to print. So print is a function here. And if we write here length, so length is also a function. Len is a function which is used to calculate the length of strings. Okay, so here let's write here name. Sorry. Okay, so name is a string. So name is a string. It is a data type on which we are performing some functions. Okay, so if we run it, you can see 4. The length of my string is 4. So what does length function do? Length function tells the length of the strings and lists and many more data types, but not integer. I've already told you that length function do not work on integers. Okay, so there are two functions that I have told you. There are many more functions, and these functions are built-in functions. Okay, they are already made by someone else. Okay, that we use it now. But what if you want to perform a function on a particular data type, but you do not have the built-in function for that? So what can you do? You can make your own function. Let me show you how can you make it. So what you have to do is that you have to use def keyword. Def keyword, it stands for define. Okay, now after writing def, we will write the name of the function. Suppose that you are using print function or you are using length function, so it has a name len, by which you tell the program that you have to use this function. Okay, so suppose if you wanna make a function to add two numbers. Okay, so here we will write add two. Okay, now we will give the parameters. So what are parameters? Suppose if you write here, let me show you, wait a second. Okay, here if we write print, so you have to pass a value here na, that you have to print. Suppose you have to print a string extra, so you have to pass a value. So to add two numbers you have to ask the value. That's why you have to give two parameters here. So here we will give a and b. Okay, see, parameter. Okay, so when you will use this function add to, you have to give two values as you have given two parameters here. Okay, so now here, just like we did in for loop and while loop and in if statement, that we gave indentation, we will give indentation here also. Okay, that will tell us that tell it will tell the program that this part of code, this particular part of code refers to this def function, refers to this function. Okay, so here we will write print a plus b. Okay, now if we will run it, it is working properly. Okay, it isn't throwing any error. But why isn't it printing anything? We have printed here. Why? Because we have to call the function also. After defining the function, that doesn't mean that you have defined the function and it will print the output. Okay, you have to call the function afterwards. So here we will write add to, we will call the function, and just like we use the other function, we will put two brackets here, opening and closing bracket. And here, as I told you, that we have to pass two arguments here, two values. Okay, so here we will write 2 and next we will write 3. See, it is printing 5. Okay, so as you know that I have used two terms here. One is parameter. Let me write it. Parameter. And the second one is argument. They both are the same term. The difference is that the one which we write here on defining the function, which we write here inside the bracket, is called the parameter, and the value which we give to our function when we are calling the function is called argument. Okay, so here these values are called parameter. Okay, so here these values are called parameter and here these values are called arguments. Okay, so hope I made myself clear. Now, as you know that if we use length function, see, name equal to extra. Okay, as we use length function, name, it won't print it directly. See, it is the previous code that we have written which is working. Okay, so it is not printing the name. We have to use print here. Why? Let me show it to you. First, see, it is writing 4 here. Okay, now it is giving the answer when we have used the print statement. So why is it doing this? Because length function use return keyword. Okay, so okay, so here we will write return a plus b. Now if we will run our program, see, our program is working but it isn't printing anything because we have to print it here first. See, now it will work. See, so what's the difference between print and return keyword? That we will talk in our that we will discuss in our next video. See you soon in my next video, guys. Thank you for being till the end of the session.